Good stinking morning, besties. It's Friday. Happy Friday. We've got a busy work day ahead of us, but first we need to grocery shop. I want to go treat myself to some Chick-fil-A breakfast and coffee, and we're gonna head to Aldi's together this morning. We're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. We're gonna come home and we're gonna have a really productive work week. And my goal for this vlog is to show you kind of like my weekend prepping content. This weekend, I want to start to prepare my garden. So you guys are probably going to see me do some seedlings, or might be running to Lowe's, mapping out my garden that I want to do in the backyard. So I'm very excited for this vlog. So happy you are here. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video so you can see more of my content in the future. And as always, I'm so glad that you are here, and let's get into the vlog. Tomorrow, when we're going to start our garden, it's supposed to be 78. I cannot tell you how excited I am, but I want to do a little bit of an intro as I'm driving to Chick-fil-A. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Kat. I am a small business girly, coloring content, all of the things that I just love to create, and I love to post it here on social media. And that is me. That is who I am. I've always loved art, creativity, expressing myself, making videos. I've been making videos for so stinking long, and I know you probably like, everybody says that, Kat. I was given a camera like my 6th grade year. So excited. I started filming YouTube videos and I was posting them, and then I got dragged through the mud. I got dragged through the ringer by people from my school, let alone I was bullied so badly when I was in middle school. So regardless, I just was made fun of, just point blank period, for anything and everything I did, because I was really tall. I reached puberty at a really young age, and I had really curly hair that I did not know how to take care of. And I had, like, my body was developed. I had hips. I had my figure when I was in like the 6th grade, and nobody in the 6th grade has a figure. So yeah, so I made these videos on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. They were making fun of me. I stopped doing it. I set it down. I picked it back up when I got back into high school, because I got accepted into like this arts academy high school thing. Like, it was a dedicated high school to the arts. So I picked it back up like my freshman year, and I was doing like makeup tutorials because I was obsessed with makeup and doing all of the things around makeup and buying makeup and drugstore dupes. Bethany Moto was my girl. Alicia Marie, I can't remember the other girl I watched, but we were against the world. Okay, I think from Chick-fil-A, I'm using a reward, and I'm going to get the hash brown breakfast burrito, with some ranch, and then I think I'm gonna do their chocolate coffee. That's what I think I'm gonna get, their chocolate iced coffee. And that today is my dad's birthday. I don't remember how old is he? 61? 1964 was the year I think he was born. He would have been 62 today. My dad, fun fact, my dad passed away very, very, very suddenly and rapidly in 2020. And it was one of the hardest things I ever endured, and today is his birthday. And it's kind of crazy to think about the like processes of grief and the levels of grief, and how grief does get easier as the time goes on, and you just learn to remember in different ways, and you learn to grieve in different ways, because some days are really hard, but today I feel great. On his birthday and on his death anniversary, we always do hot dogs, because my dad used to run a hot dog cart, and it was like his pride and joy, and I would help run the little popcorn stand when I was like 10 years old, and it was the best thing ever. So happy birthday, Dad. Shout out to you. I hope you're living it up in heaven. Okay, we are next in line. Hi, Kat. I just do the sausage hash brown breakfast burrito, and then can I have 2 ranches and 2 salsas with it? And can I just have a do you guys have like a mocha cream cold brew chocolate? Okay, yeah, and if I could do one of those, please. And that's all. Thank you so much. So yeah, he passed away. Shout out to Dad. It's your birthday. The craziest part was we had just moved to North Carolina. Growing up, my dad had always just struggled with illnesses and just sickness and disability, and that was a big portion of my childhood, was like helping take care of him. And like my dad couldn't go and do things, like it was very difficult for him to get out. He was either in a wheelchair or he had to have like a scooter. a whole thing, right? So just always sick and unwell. My parents divorced in 2018, so then I became my like dad's kind of like full-time caretaker, and that's the story. He's been gone. He'll be gone 6 years this year. Yep. Okay, hey, hello, Calling Besties. I just got done in Aldi. I just pulled up and I literally was just jamming to the song. Oh my gosh, what song was that? Oh, it was Celebration by Forrest Frank. Oh my gosh, that song, it's time to have a celebration. I'm ready for the day. I literally need to listen to this song every single morning to get my day started. Anyways, we are gonna head inside. I need to put the groceries away and I need to start my work day, and then we are going to spend time outside, baby. I need to be outside. It is stunning and beautiful. And with that being said, let's get in the house so we can get our work done for the day and we can enjoy the rest of our day and start our weekend. You guys, I just got a super fun package from Fruit Riot. Hello? Hello? Shout out to Fruit Riot. You guys, look at this box. That's so cool. I can't wait to open it. Okay, we're gonna open it together. I'm so excited. Keep frozen, perishable, open immediately. Look at this box. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so it contains everything that's in it. It came with some stickers. So exciting. Oh. Look at this tote. This is crazy. I'm obsessed with this. Look at these colors. Wait. Be so for real. Is it a cooler? Look at this. Are you joking? Hello? Fruit Riot? I'm obsessed. This is so cute. Okay, so we've got the super cute pop tote. That's adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, first up we've got the sour grapes. So excited to try these. Next up we've got the crunchy candy grapes. Next up, we have got the crunchy candy, bless you, crunchy candy cherries vintage cola. I think this is their collab with Olipop. Oh my gosh. Okay, next up we've got the SpongeBob themed sour pineapple. Next up, we've got just the sour grapes. The sour mango, strawberry, and peach. I don't even want to get rid of the box. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Fruit Riot. Thank you so much, Fruit Riot. This is crazy. I love you guys. Okay, I kind of want to try the crunchy candy grapes. These ones, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is the grape with the fruit candy over it, and then it's got the crunchy coating. I'm so excited. I can smell it already. That's crazy. Look. Can you guys see it? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go in and do the blue one. Guys, these are so good. These are so good. Holy cow. Okay, I want to try a sour one. We're gonna try the sour grape ones. I can smell them. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is the green apple one. Literally so good. Oh my gosh. Fruit Riot, thank you. I love you. This is amazing and so stinking excited. I feel very blessed. Thank you, Fruit Riot. Okay, hey, hi, hello, Coloring Besties. It is Sunday. We're gonna start my seeds. We're supposed to get some rain today and I wanna enjoy the beautiful 75-degree weather we have this morning. So we are gonna start some seed planting today and I want to show you guys what this process looks like and I wanna show you all my seeds. I went to the dollar store yesterday and I picked up a few things. If you didn't know, the dollar store is an amazing place to pick up like gardening supplies, soil, seeds, shovels, gloves, all of the little things that you don't want to spend like $8, $9 at Lowe's. You can get them right from the dollar store. So I'm going to show you my seeds. I planted all of my tomatoes yesterday for this first round. So I'm going to show you guys what those look like and let's get into it. Here's my pepper line up. Now for basil, we're going to go in with lettuce leaf. I'm so excited to try this. Okay, so for starting for seeds, I always get a bucket and I get a soil. See, this is what I'm talking about. We had our nieces and nephews over yesterday and I planted some seeds with them. So we got them these super cute shovel set from the dollar store. $1.25, you guys. Literally $1.25 for this. So we set them up their own buckets with soil and they loved it. But first thing, you want to get some soil. I just picked up some potting soil and then I put it in a bucket and you want to make sure that the consistency is wet. So you want to make it a little damp so it can kind of clump together like this so it can retain the moisture in the dome. Okay, it's a bit later and I had to go in and finish some things, but now we're back outside. But I actually want to show you guys the supplies that I got from Aldi for starting your garden that are they were so cheap. $3.99, which is such a good deal. So I picked up 2 of these because when my seedlings start to grow, I like to transfer them, especially my tomatoes, because I always plant 2 seeds at one time in one pod and typically both will sprout. And then I like to separate them rather than killing one or pinching one off to provide the nutrients to the other seedling. So highly recommend getting these. The second thing I bought this season, I didn't buy new ones last year, but I bought new seedling trays and this is a steal. This is $4.99 from Aldi and it comes with 4 packs. There's 24 slots in each. So that provides you 96 slots for plants, okay? And for $5, I bought 2 packs. I started my other seedling trays over there. I'll show you guys them later. But $4.99 for this at Aldi. Highly recommend. And then I'm going to show you the few things I picked up from the dollar store yesterday, because if you are...
Am I in frame? I don't know if I'm in frame.
I think so.
Oh, I was covered by the white lines.
Pookie's coming outside to play Pokopia on the couch and we're just going to hang out in the garage together. But we stopped at the dollar store yesterday, and also because we had my nieces and nephews over, we picked up these super cutie little what are these called? Watering cans. Because I did an activity with them yesterday, because if you go into the dollar store, they have seeds, 3 for $1.50. So I had them pick out 6 different seeds to fill each row in the tray, and then it's gonna be like an activity when they come over. They get to see the growth of their plants, and then we're gonna get to plant them in the garden. It's a whole fun thing. But if you didn't know, dollar store sells seeds for 3 for $1.50. I'll round some up and show you guys which ones I bought, but cannot recommend enough. And then I got updated like garden tools, $1.25. Cannot get cheaper than that. Cannot beat this. Lowe's, you're gonna pay $6, $7, maybe $8 just for one. Dollar store does the job just as good. Also, they picked out these cutie little wind blower, I forget what these are called. You know what I'm talking about.
Windmills.
These windmills.
Pinwheels.
Pinwheels for the garden, for when the garden is done. And how can you say no? So let's get into everything that I'm going to be planting, which is going to be a lot. I'm going to show you guys in this scene everything that I still need to plant. And then in the next scene, I'll show you guys everything that I have already planted. So bear with me, this is a lot of seeds, but if you love this stuff, then you'll enjoy this. So the first thing I have got, this is a dollar store seed packet that I bought. Typically it'll be like this blue packaging you'll see. So the first thing that I still need to plant is eggplants. Genovese, basil. I always plant literally like 15 to 20 pods of basil because I go through it so much, and then I like to store it, and I like to freeze it, and I like to mince it and do all of the things with it. So we're gonna be going in with Genovese basil. I also like buy my seeds from Baker's Creek, and I also get them from the dollar store because I also love supporting Baker's Creek because it's a small business. And then we have got lemon basil. I haven't been able to successfully grow this yet, so I'm really hoping that this is the summer that I can do it. Because it's described as basil with a hint of lemon in it, and I love basil and I love lemon, and when you put them together they're even better. So the next thing that we have got is this basil lettuce leaf. I'm so excited for this. The description on the back is literally lettuce that tastes like basil. So imagine like a fresh summer salad using this. Hello, so good, so refreshing. Next up we have got Lillian's Caseload garden peas. I love peas, I love growing peas. They grow really fast, but they're very viney, so you need to have a significant amount of space to have them grow, and you need to have them be able to grow vertically and upwardly. So we love these. Next up we've got Sugar Daddy peas. I like to just grow this brand because obviously it's just a little bit sweeter. So just as good, just love peas, and it's just a little bit sweeter. Next up, this is a dollar store seed. I have never grown lima beans before, so I'm very excited to try these out. I haven't grown them before, but they're in the pea family, so I'm assuming that it should be relatively easy. Next up, we have got yellow green beans. These are golden wax beans. These are very good. They grow in a form of a bush, and they're very good. They're very easy to grow. They sprout really fast, and they grow so rapidly, especially in the heat of summer. We have got Blue Garden 274 green beans. Again, this is a bush green, so it will grow like a bush. I've noticed mine typically will grow more vertically. Typically beans you want to grow vertically as well with peas. So yeah, we've got some green beans. I love growing green beans because I love green beans. Okay, next up we've got sweet corn. This is also a dollar store seedling. I planted some sweet corn yesterday, so I'm very excited. I don't know where they will live yet because you should probably like direct sow corn just because it gets so tall and it like the stalk is so bulky. So we have to figure out where the corn will live. Next up we've got a summer squash zucchini. This will get pretty big, so this needs to also have a significant amount of space. I only plant 2 or 3 of these seeds because they propagate very easily, they sprout very easily, they love the heat, they love the sun, and it provides a significant abundance of produce. So if you're looking to have produce, like produce quickly, zucchini will be your best friend. And then we just have got another summer squash, but this is like a more yellow one. So I'm interested to see like the taste test between the two and like the difference of the flavors of what they will be. Next up, we've got some green onions. I love green onions, especially because I haven't grown onion bulbs yet. This is a great replacement, especially if I want to saute like something in the pan. I will cut up some green onions and put that in there, and it's so good. Really can't tell the difference. But then speaking of, I haven't grown these yet. These are the giant leeks from Baker's Creek, and I watched a video on these the other day, and the leek is literally like the diameter of an orange. I can't even describe it. Like, it's massive. So I think I'm gonna put these in a pot or a grow bag to see how they do. So I need to plant these as well. Next up, Swiss chard, also a dollar store seed. I just love growing Swiss chard because of the color, and it just provides a pop of color in the midst of the garden. Yeah. Next up, we have got chives. This is another herb. I'm noticing I don't have a lot of herbs in this mix yet, but that's okay. I'll get some. Chives are great for like chickens and fish, and I'm forgetting one other thing chives is really good for. I can't remember. And then next up, we have got this beautiful pink green lettuce. I've grown this before. It produces beautifully. I love the colors, and it has like really good texture because it's kind of like ruffly. I don't know how to describe it. And then next we've just got like basic bulb lettuce. This is great. Make sure to give yourself enough space for each bulb. And lettuce also grows very quickly, but one thing about lettuce, it doesn't like to be in direct sunlight. It will burn and wither. It typically likes to be in like partly shaded area. So I'm thinking for one bed, I'm going to get like one of the thin shaded covers. So like for my lettuce and my carrots and things that don't like direct heat and direct sun, because our backyard is completely sun. Next up, we've got the Boston pickling cucumbers. I've grown these numerous times. They're great. They're wonderful. Again, they are a very viney, leafy veggie, so you need to have plenty of space for it to grow and for it to just provide abundance for you. And then I have got the Mexican sour. I don't know how to pronounce that other word, but this is also from Baker's Creek. This produces a really tiny little cucumber baby that like you can just eat. Almost like I would associate this to be like a cherry tomato of a watermelon is the best way to describe this. And they're very, very yummy. So those are all of the seeds that I still need to plant. I'm gonna set up and show you guys everything that I have like put in the dirt already and are starting the seedlings, so let's go look at that. Okay, so as you can see, I have got my 4 trays starting right now. One is my niece's and one is my nephew's actually, and then I did those 2 this morning, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. If you've never started seedlings before, don't worry, I got you. This is gonna be a video to just kind of walk you through if you've never done it before. And these are what they're currently looking like. I let them soak in the sun today and sprayed them with the mister setting on my hose, and then I put the dome back on, so you can already start to see the humidity create, which is great. We want that. Okay, so I'm at my folding table now. I essentially just have a folding table set up. I have all my seeds laid out, and then I have my trays right here because we're gonna get to planting the seeds because we're losing daylight and we want to make sure that we have enough daylight. But I want to show you everything that I have planted already. So those 4 trays that I just showed you guys, I'm going to show you everything that I have planted in them so far. And a lot of them are peppers and tomatoes pretty much is everything that planted. And then I did a tray of flowers, which is the flowers that my niece picked out to do. It was funny, because my nephew did a full tray of like food and produce, and then my niece did a full tray of just flowers. So it's just fun to see their different personalities come out in that way. So let me show you. So literally all of these seeds that I'm about to show you guys, I got from the dollar store. 3 for $1.50, and I have used dollar store seeds numerous times. They're great. They sprout, they produce great produce, they provide an abundance of produce. I have never seen an issue with them, so I couldn't recommend them enough, especially if you are trying to get into gardening. That was me a few years ago. I just was like, I'm just gonna try Dollar Tree seeds to see how I do, because I didn't want to put a lot of money into it. And then I built the confidence and they sprouted and I was doing great, and I'm like, okay, well, let me invest in some Baker Creek. So I went on Baker Creek and I bought about $70 worth of seeds. But the really cool thing about their seeds is when you hit like each money mile mark, they'll give you free seeds. So they'll give you like a free pack of seeds. What is this one? Yeah, so for instance, if you look, I got a free bok choy when I think it's like you spend $25, you get a free seed, $50, $75, and then $100, you get free seeds, which is a huge incentive, because I go crazy when I buy seeds. Okay, so let's show you everything that I have bought in already. If there is a pepper I couldn't recommend more that you get from the dollar store, it is the red cayenne peppers. I had 2 summers ago 4 plants, I think, of these, and it produced probably over 100 cayenne red peppers. They did so well. They take a long time to come in, and they take a long time to produce, but when they do and they're in bloom, they're gonna be coming like crazy. They're gonna be popping up like nowhere. Next up, we've just got a sweet bell pepper mix that I planted. We have got a juniper pepper mix. So this is just like your basic red and green bell peppers. We've got a sweet pepper red and green mix that I did. I haven't had really much luck with bell peppers yet. I'm hoping that this summer is my summer to do them correctly. I just have had a really hard time with them like propagating and sprouting, and then once they sprout, them like becoming strong enough to transfer them, because I transferred them 2 summers ago and then they just didn't do well. So I'm really hoping that this is the year that I can grow some bell peppers. Now let's move to the tomatoes. We've got some Roma tomatoes, love these. We've got some beefsteak tomatoes. The beefsteak tomatoes from the dollar store, typically they're not massive, you guys. Like, they typically grow about like the size, they don't get bigger than the size of a tennis ball, which is fun to see because you know, like, you think beefsteak and you think of a massive tomato, but it's pretty much smaller than a tennis ball. This is one of my favorites. This is the large grape tomato seeds from the dollar store. Again, count how many times I say dollar store in this video. These are great. These are really fun. If you like caprese salad, these are great for caprese salad. If you love like putting fresh tomatoes in your salads, amazing. If you want some for like avocado toast in the morning, amazing. They are the perfect size. They're a little bit smaller than a golf ball is the comparison, and they're so yummy and they're so sweet. And if you're someone like me that just loves tomatoes and I can cut them up and put a little bit of salt on them and eat them like potato chips, you will love those. Okay, so next up we have got the hot jalapeno. Very excited for these. And then we have got the mild jalapeno. My husband loves peppers, so I always try to grow a bunch of different types of peppers, sweet, mild, hot, all of the things, because he just loves peppers and they're great for salsa, and everything that I am growing is great for like salsa bundles, and they can be used in many different ways. So we've got that. I'm very, very, very excited for this. This is the blot peppers. Look how beautiful these are. These are like a sweeter pepper, I would say. Haven't had them grow yet, but just going based off of the description in the back of it, they look beautiful. And I love bright, vibrant produce to grow because I love a bright, beautiful garden. Okay, we have got, oh, this is another. We've got a jalapeno chili. Very excited to grow these. Never have grown these. This is also a dollar store seed. The dollar store also has 2 for $1.50. So this is one of their 2 for $1.50. So I'm assuming that this is just like a more, what's the word? Like, not a selective flavor, but just like a different type of pepper that might be a little bit more, but very excited. I planted those. Banana peppers. I've never grown banana peppers before. This is my first summer doing banana peppers. I love banana peppers. Putting it on pizza, on sandwiches, in salads. They are so yummy. All right, so then we have got the Buena Mulata. This is a spicy pepper. It's purple, it's beautiful, she has color, and she's definitely gonna have a kick. Haven't grown her yet. This is the first time I'm growing her, but she will be beautiful and vibrant if she comes through. Okay, next we have got the Jimmy Nardella Italian peppers. These are so yummy. These are also remind me of the banana peppers, but more like tangy, I want to say. These are very, very good. They have a little bit of a kick, but not too crazy. If you like giardiniera or have had giardiniera, this is one of the peppers that's typically put in giardiniera. Okay, next up we have got the lemon spice jalapeno. This one is really fun. I haven't grown this one yet, but I love the color, the bright yellow, the lemon jalapeno, so I'm assuming like lemony, spicy concoction we've got going on. This one I can feel is going to be very promising if I can grow her, if I can get her to sprout and nurture her. So, very excited about this one. And another thing, last year my grandma sent me this garden planner. So it's a journal and logbook for your gardening, and I really want to do a good job of keeping up with this and marking what I do, because I just will do something and then I'll like, oh yeah, I'll remember, and then I typically don't remember. But I'm really good about marking the seedlings that I start, so that I have. But actually like planning and like laying out everything, I feel like will be very beneficial for me, because I'll have dates, because my goal is to start this crop assortment, and then come like June, end of June, maybe beginning of July, starting my second round of crops, because here in our area 8A we can get 2 rounds of crops in our summertime because it's so warm for so long. So if you start your next round, my first round I'm starting March, they'll start to sprout and get ready to be put into the ground probably mid-April, and then they'll grow, give me produce May, June, July, and then I'll be ready to start my next round. You know what, honestly, I'll probably start at the beginning of June. So then they'll sprout, they'll get strong enough, I'll put them in the soil probably about mid-July, and then they'll grow, produce up until probably September, October, and then that's when you start your winter harvest. So very exciting, and I'm fortunate to live in an area where I can get 2 seasons of summer out of it. And that's another reason why I love living in the South. So I'm going to show you guys how to start your seedlings and how to start your sprouts. And I want to preface by saying, just because if you don't have a backyard and if you don't have a large space to grow something, that does not mean you cannot start a garden. I follow so many creators that grow an abundance of food off the terrace of their apartment, their townhome, their condo, wherever they live, just off of the terrace of their balcony. And I just want to encourage you, and if you're watching this and you have been thinking about it and you live in one of those places or one of those homes, take this as a sign to start, because growing something from seed and watching it just bloom and thrive and produce, like you did that, you nurtured that from seed, and then to just get food is so rewarding, and it's self-sustaining, and it just provides a abundance to your life. So I'm going to show you guys how to start your seeds. Highly recommend, if you have an Aldi by you, go grab these trays. They're very, very cheap. Again, you're going to get 96 trays, 96 pots for $5. And it comes with the dome, so you can leave them outside. You can put them by a windowsill inside, whatever you want to do. It will create the greenhouse effect, and you're set. You need some soil and you need some seeds. And I already told you, you can get your seeds and your soil from the dollar store. So in total, you could probably do this project underneath less than $20. Even if you want to set yourself a budget for $15, because your bag of soil is going to cost less than $5, and your seeds, you can get 3, 6, 9, 12. You could get 12 different seeds for $6 from the dollar store. Okay, so no excuses. Now let's get into potting our little seedlings. Okay, so I'm just going to get all my materials ready, and the first thing that I am going to get prepped is my tray. So we're going to go in with my first tray. And I love that they're already pre-drilled slots at the bottom, so when you go to water them, it has drainage. You'll get one tray, and then you'll get one dome. I'm gonna put your seedling slots inside your tray, because the tray is what will hold any water, residue, dirt, whatever. So if you are keeping them inside, it doesn't spill. But also, if the water sinks to the bottom, when the soil is dried out, it will reabsorb them, and it waters them from the bottom. I feel like that's a little bit of a controversial thing. Some people water from the top when they're seedlings, and some people water from the bottom. It's your preference and how you've learned. I kind of do both. I just do whatever the day kind of is giving. If it's super sunny out, I'll lay my seedlings out so they get sun, and then I'll water them from the top. And if it's more cloudy, I'll water them from the bottom. Just what I've done the past few years. There we go. Okay, so your next thing, you got your tray, you're ready. I have already gone ahead, I put my soil in a bucket. If you don't have a bucket, that's okay. You can go right from the bag. I have my soil in my bucket. I have a shovel in my bucket, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna fill our tray with soil. I've gone ahead and I've already pre-moistened my soil. That's one thing I suggest that you do. Just dump your soil in a bucket or a pot or wherever, a cup, and fill it with a little bit of water. You want it to have the consistency of kind of like it sticks together, but it doesn't just like crumble. If it's crumbling, it's too dry. If it sticks together, you're good. So what I'm gonna do essentially now is I'm going to fill my tray with soil. Okay, so I have got my soil compacted in here. You want it to have just enough like compression to where it resists just a little bit, because we're gonna add a little bit of soil on top of it once we put our seeds in. I'm losing daylight, so I need to move quickly. So the next step that we are gonna do is I'm gonna go in with, what are we gonna start with? Let's start with some green beans. We are gonna do, I'm gonna go in with my Blue Lake Garden green beans, and I advise typically read the back. I just have grown green beans multiple times. I know how I want to do it and how I want to plant them. So what I'm gonna do is I have a pen. Shout out to Milwaukee Tool. They make great pens. I'm gonna take my pen and I'm just essentially going to press a hole in my soil. I'm gonna take my green beans. Again, I like to double plant. I like to double seed each pod because in case one doesn't propagate, you have another. And the super cool thing about green bean beans is they're very big, they're very large, and it's refreshing compared to a lot of other seeds because they're very, very, very small. Like you can barely see them. So I'm just gonna drop 1 in, 1 and 2. I'm doing 2 rows of it. So I'm gonna go in with 2 more green beans. And then 1 and 2, I'm gonna take my soil and just cover it like so. I'm then going to take, I use popsicle sticks because I love using popsicle sticks. I break them in half. I break my popsicle sticks in half, and then I will go ahead and write green bean on here. Like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick it in my soil, just like that. So I know that these 2 rows are green beans. I'm gonna go in and add another popsicle stick because, let me show you my vision. I'm gonna do one right here. I'm gonna do another one here, here. I'm gonna need more popsicle sticks. I've seen people use plastic spoons also. I just like to use wood because it's more biodegradable than plastic. You need to find more. Yeah, so essentially your tray is gonna look like this. And you're gonna go ahead and just plant your seeds in and top it with the soil, and then you're good to put the lid on because and then you're good to put your lid on because your soil already has moisture, so you don't have to water it for the day. Pop this tray on, put it in an area where it's gonna receive sunlight, inside, outside, and you're good to go. And that's how you start some seeds. So with all that to be said, let me know in the comments below what you guys would love to see next, and continuing with this garden journey, let me know what other videos you would love to see. And thank you guys for just being here. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me that you are here and supporting me. And without further ado, I will see you in my next video.